Part 2 of my TBR. So continuing on the list, the next book that I want to read is going to be The Sword of Kaigan. I always hear so many good reviews about that book, and people just talk it up so much. I'm just like, let me just read it to see what's going on. And this is supposed to be a high fantasy novel about a warrior culture where people are raised from a young age to learn how to fight and craft magic. And I love magic, so. And I feel like I always read fantasy romance. Like, I know I said in the other video too, but it's true. I feel like that's like what I niched down to. And so I want to try something new and different. So I really want to give high fantasy a chance because I love fantasy. What do I mean I want to give it a chance? I already gave it a chance because I love fantasy. But I want to read like where the main plot of the story is, high fantasy, stuff like that. So I'm excited for that. The next book I want to read is going to be Tress of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. I've heard so many good reviews about the author Brandon Sanderson and how he is so good at world building, and his stories are just out of this world. He's so popular. And so I really want to try one of his stories, and I feel like Tress of the Emerald Sea is going to be a good start. And this book is supposed to be about a young woman who sets off on a quest to rescue her friend from a sorceress. So that sounds interesting. I heard it's also supposed to be giving like Princess Bride vibes as well. So I love that. But yeah, I'm really excited to start with Brandon Sanderson. I don't know, I feel like I should move that one up my list too, but we'll see, I don't know. Okay, so the next book on my TBR is supposed to be A Little Life. That one I'm actually really afraid to read because every time I see somebody reacting to this book on this here app, they're always crying and bawling their eyes out. But you know what? I kind of want to be a part of that pain too, so that's why it's on my list. Because like I feel like if a book or a movie, TV show, whatever, any type of entertainment can make me cry and feel emotion like that, then I feel like it's a good book because you hit a spot. You hit a spot, and I love that for some reason. I don't know, maybe that's something I need to talk to my therapist about. I don't even have a therapist. Whatever. This book is supposed to be about 4 college friends who move to New York City and the complex relationships that develop between them. So that sounds easy enough, but we'll see. Hopefully I don't cry. I might move that one up my list too, to be honest. Okay, and the next on my TBR is going to be Breath Mints and Battle Scars. That's another Hermione fanfiction as well. And this one is supposed to be about, it's supposed to explore the effects of war on the characters and the redeeming qualities of some Slytherins. So, okay. I have heard good reviews about this as well, but I don't know, but I feel like more other different fanfictions are really calling my name. So if you have read Breath Mints and Battle Scars, please convince me even more, please. But yeah. And this last book on my TBR actually sounds super interesting. This one is called Half a Soul. Okay, so a little synopsis about this is a young woman who is unable to experience emotions after a fairy steals half her soul. What? And the story follows Theodora Eddings as she moves to London and meets a royal magician who promises to help her find a cure. Wait, that sounds actually really good. I've been meaning to read this book for a long time actually, because one thing to know about me is that I love fairies so much. Like, fairies are just so cool. Like, I grew up watching Tinkerbell, like all the Tinkerbell movies. I grew up reading the Wings series by April and Pike. Like, if you haven't read that, please read it. It's just like, if you love YA romance,